Yes, ma'am. We can start.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Students, very good evening to one and all present here. So, Abhinaya ma'am have introduced me very well, and thank you so much, Abhinaya ma'am. Today I'm going to talk about the basics of Python programming. Can someone tell me what is a programming first? Do anyone have a knowledge about the basic programmings?
Ma'am, may I say?
Yeah, yes, please.
Ma'am, a programming is a ma'am, a programming is the
Yes.
process of writing instructions or the kind of the codes for a computer to follow in a order to solve problems.
Yes, yes, you are right. So, can anyone tell me what are all the languages you know?
Ma'am, Java,
Okay,
ma'am, C++, plus
Ma'am,
plus,
Java, C, C++.
ma'am,
yeah,
C, C
very good.
sharp,
So, Java, yeah, very
ma'am,
good. Then
Arduino programming,
C, C sharp,
ma'am, Arduino programming,
okay, Arduino programming. Yes, okay. Then,
ma'am, ma'am, Lisp,
sorry,
ma'am, Lisp, Lisp programming,
okay, okay, Lisp. So,
ma'am,
hope
PHP.
everyone will be having. Yeah, PHP, okay. It is a
Yes,
scripting
ma'am.
language. So,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, okay. So, I hope everyone will be having the knowledge about what is a programming then, right? So, hope you will be having a knowledge about in basics of C, C++, I think so, right? Can I get the responses?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So,
Yes,
hope everyone will be heard the name Python. So, how the name Python come for the programming called
Mom, it came
Python
from a
programming?
comedy show, mom, in
Yes, very
BCC.
good. Yes, yes, very good.
Ma'am, in
Can
90.
anyone tell me which? Yeah. Can anyone tell me the developer name?
Ma'am, judo band also.
Yes, very good, very good, very good. So, hope everyone will be having a set of knowledge about the Python programming. So, now let us have a grasp of how the Python programming will work and what are all the basic concepts we know when we start with the programming called Python. So as we all know that I will be suggesting when we wanted to learn a set of programming, I will be suggesting the website called W3 Schools. So W3 Schools will be the friend for everyone, those who wanted to learn the programming languages, and also for each and every concept if you wanted to learn, it will be most useful one to each one of us who wanted to keenly learn about whatever the things may be. Okay, so now I'm going to refer W3 School website for the programming Python. So let us start with the concept of basic concepts of Python. So as we all know that Python is one of the most popular programming languages. Can anyone tell me why we
Mom,
are
it
calling
is
the
easy to
Python
ma'am,
use,
programming?
mom.
because it is very
Ma'am,
Yes,
easy and
because
it has very
like
simple syntax. I mean, which
yes,
we can
as
understand.
okay, very good, very good. Which is simpler to use comparatively to the other programming languages like C, C++, Java. So when we wanted to refer with the programming called C, C++, and Java, we have to, if we wanted to run a simple code called, if I wanted to print hello world in C, C++ and Java, we wanted to write a set of 7 to 8 lines of code, right? So when we wanted to print a set of statements in Python, how many lines of code we need in Python programming?
mom, one line.
Yes, very good. We need only one line of statement, right? So comparatively to the other programming languages, Python programming will be much more easier to use, and also the person who wanted to learn Python, everyone can learn it. So each and everyone, when we wanted to look at the programming, we can able to understand the code. It will be a simple basic English language. Yes, so we if we wanted to learn the Python programming, whomever it may be, we can learn it easier. Okay, that is why we are telling the Python programming is a most popular programming languages. And also, if we wanted to nowadays, if you wanted to create any site, any type of web application, Python program only we are using it, right? So Python can be used on a server to create a web application. That means that we can use the Python programming on the server side. We know that what is a server and client. Anyone have any idea about what is a client and server? What is a client and server? If not, kindly respond. I'll teach that.
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Client and a server. Client and server.
Ma'am,
So
may
here
I
in
say?
this page, yes.
Okay.
Client is a person who works with us.
A client is basically the customer.
Ma'am, the client and ma'am, the
Cli-
client and server is a
Client is a
relation in which one program, ma'am, the client requests a service or resource from another program, the server.
Yes, very good. Yes, right. And then server, what the server will do?
Server
Ma'am,
makes the
ma'am,
program.
the label client server was previously used to distinguish distributed computing by PCs.
Yeah. So, in simple words, if you wanted to tell about what is a client and server, so for example, I need to know about a set of meaning. If I wanted to know a set of meaning is like that, so I will be searching for that particular word meaning, right? So, as we are the person, we are requesting some set of word to search for it, right? So I am requesting for it. So the person who is requesting will be the client side, who is responding. So on the other side, on the other side, if the person is getting responses, that means that is it is a server side. Okay, always the client will be requesting the data and server will be providing the requested data. Okay, so that means that in Python programming, it can be used on the server side. So that means that we can use as a server side under the web applications. Okay, so what do you mean by web applications?
ma'am. What
What
is
do you
mean
mean?
by server?
Sorry.
What is mean by server, ma'am?
Server means, so client is requesting some data, right? Client
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
requesting some data, right? So requested data, if someone is responding, that is comes under the server side. Server side only will be responding the data.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So web application, which means that whenever if we wanted to search with the data, so www dot like that. If it is coming with the starting with the www dot, that will be the web applications. So we will be using this Python programming on the server side with the to create web applications. Okay, so nowadays wherever we want, wherever we go, wherever the applications we created with that, then that we will be using the set of Python programming. So that is why the Python programming will be the most popular language. Shall we move on with the basic concepts? What are all the things we need to know about it? Do anyone have doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yeah,
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
yeah. So this is the introduction part of Python. So as we all know that Python is one of the most popular programming languages. It was created by Guido van Rossum in the year 1991. So as I said, it is used for web development under server side. So server side, which means that the responding side. Okay. And then Python programming is used for the software development. And also, if you wanted to do set of a mathematical concept, we will be using the Python programming. So simply, if you wanted to do a set of complex numbers addition, we can use the Python programming directly. We can get the output easier comparatively to the other programming languages. And also we will be using it is used for system scripting. So system scripting, which is nothing but as I said, um, PHP is one of the scripting languages, right? So, like that, if we wanted to use with that, we will be using this Python programming. Okay, and also, what can Python do? What are all the things the Python can do is, yeah, it will create a web application, and also it is used for alongside software to create a workflow. So if you wanted to know about how the workflow in the software side, we will be using this Python programming. And also Python programming will be used to connect the database systems if you wanted to, and also in the file systems if you wanted to do read and modify things under the file concept, we will be using this Python languages. So about the database and the file concept, we will learn later, because those are all the major concepts in each and every programming that will be, that we can see it in later side. Okay, and also if you wanted to use as I said, if I wanted to perform any complex mathematical thing, we will be using this Python programming. So by the means of Python programming, we can able to do the complex mathematical problems, as I said. And also it is used for software development side nowadays. Most of the companies are preferring Python languages in order to develop software, right? So we can use the Python on different platforms like Windows, Mac, Linux, Raspberry Pi, etc. And also, as I said before, we will be having a very very simple syntax for Python. If we know the English language, we can able to learn the Python language very very easily. So we don't want any prior knowledge about the programming if we wanted to learn the Python programming. So once if we know the English language, we can able to learn the Python program. And also, as I said before, if we wanted to print a word, we will be using only a one single statement is needed for a Python programming. That is why the syntax is very 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 easy for the Python programming. So these are all the set of thing why we need Python language comparatively to the other programming languages, right? So these are all the set of things and what is the version we will be using for the Python. The Python 3 is the most recent major version they have developed. And as I said before, comparatively to the other programming languages, Python syntax is more readability. And
Ma'am, your voice is not
we
clear.
can use, sorry, sorry. Yes. Okay. So as I said before, if you wanted to print a word, so what is the word I am displaying here? What is the sentence I am displaying here?
Hello
Hello
world.
world. Hello world.
Ma'am,
So
hello world.
Ma'am, I
yes.
cannot
So
see.
if I wanted to
Ma'am, I
print
cannot
an
see it.
output as, hello, is my voice is audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, yes. Okay, thank you.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
if you want to, yes,
Hello,
if you
world.
wanted to print, yes, hello world. So if you wanted to print a set of statement as an output in Python, we need only one line of code, which is print. I'm going to print a word, right? So I will be using a syntax called print. So this is one line of code I need if I wanted to print a statement in Python. Okay, so if we use the other set of languages, we have to use set of libraries, and also we have to use the main functions, and also return statement. Everything we need to use it, right? So in Python, we don't want to use any set of libraries or any return statement, nothing, main statement, nothing. So if I use only a single statement called print, I can able to print a word or a sentence as an output. This is the major difference between the other programming language and the Python language. Okay. Yes. So, as I said, a print statement, if we use a single set of line of code called print, I can able to display the output as a single word, that is hello world. Okay. And also the another thing, when we wanted to use the Python programming, we need to save the Python programming with the extension called .py. We have to note make a note of it. Okay. So when we wanted to use whenever we are creating a Python file, we need to use the file extension as .py. Then only the Python program will get run. This is the point we have to make a note of it importantly. Okay. So another thing we need to understand is that indentation. So what do you mean by indentation? Can anyone tell me what is indentation?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, it is the
Yes.
space in the line of a code.
Yeah. That is the main thing you need to take care while you are using Python programming. So whenever we are using a set of statements, we need to use the programming code with proper indentation. So if we are not using with the proper indentation, the output will not be displayed. Error will be thrown as an thrown in the screen. Okay, so we need to use the set of code with the proper indentation. That means that we need to use the set of codes with the proper spaces. Then only it will be the code will get executed. If not, the code will not get executed. The error will get through. So we need to take care of the Python, the indentation in a very important manner. Okay, so Python uses indentation to indicate a block of code. If we wanted to use with a block of code, then we need to use with the proper indentation. Okay, so look at the screen here. So what I'm doing in this code, and can anyone tell me what I'm doing in this code?
Ma'am, I cannot see the
So it
screen,
is
ma'am.
using the if statement.
Mm.
Ma'am, it would basically just copy it.
Ma'am, I cannot
I-
see the screen.
Screen is not visible to everyone.
Ma'am, it is.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
ma'am, it is visible.
Okay. What is the code I'm displaying here?
Ma'am, if 5 is greater than 2, then print 5 is greater than 2.
5 is greater than 2. 5 is greater than 2.
Okay, what is this statement called?
Ma'am, if statement.
Ma'am, if statement.
Statement.
Yes, if statement. So you have to keep in mind that whenever we are using if statement, it should end with the semicolon. So in other programming languages, we won't use semicolon. So in Python programming, if we are using with the statement called if, we wanted to end with the semicolon. Okay, so as I said, we need to use the set of code with proper indentation. So if I started here, then if I use the next line of code, I have to use with the proper set of indentation. That is, I need to leave a
Ma'am,
space
the screen
for
is
the particular
invisible, ma'am.
line of code. Sorry.
Ma'am, the screen is invisible.
Screen it not visible to everyone.
No, ma'am, it is.
Ma'am, it's visible, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am,
Ma'am,
it's
it's
visible
invisible,
properly.
ma'am.
Ma'am, it's visible.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. So what will happen if I am not using with a proper set of
Ma'am,
code,
then what
proper
can
set
we
of
do?
spaces? Huh?
Ma'am, then what can we do, ma'am?
So
I cannot see the screen.
Abhinaya ma'am.
It's visible, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. What if happen if I am typing the set of second line of code in a straight manner?
Ma'am, it will not get executed.
Yeah. So error will get thrown. Okay.
Ma'am,
So indentation here.
Ma'am,
So whenever
ma'am,
hello,
what is mean by if statement?
if statement, it is a statement. We will be using this if statement to check for a condition. So if I wanted to check for a
Ma'am, the
condition, so here
screen
what
is
I
not visible on something.
can you please check the network?
Ma'am, it is full.
For everyone, it is not visible. For
It's visible.
Ma'am, it is visible.
It is visible.
okay,
Visible, ma'am.
okay,
Ma'am,
those
it
who
is visible.
yeah, okay, thank you, Mat. Okay, those who have not visible, please check your network connection. Yeah, we can continue with this. Yeah, okay. If statement is a statement, we will be using this if statement for checking for a condition. So what I did here is I'm checking for a condition with the two numbers. Which one is the greater number? So I'm checking a condition 5 is greater than 2, whether it is true or not. Whether it is true or not.
True, ma'am.
Ma'am, the screen
Yeah.
is not visible.
Yeah, it is true, right? So if statement is
Ma'am,
a
the screen is
statement, we
not
will be
visible.
using to check for a condition. Okay. So if you wanted to check for a condition, I will be using this if statement.
Ma'am, the screen
Clear?
is not visible. Ma'am, the screen is not visible.
For whom the screen is not visible?
Ma'am, Chitra Devi.
Can you please rejoin again? Yeah, for others it is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So, yeah, thank you. So, if I'm hope everyone have understood about what is if statement. So, we will be using the if statement. If we wanted to check for a condition, we will be using this if statement. So, in Python, we need to use proper indentation. Then only the code will get executed. So, if I am not use the proper indentation, it will be throwing an error called indentation error. So, sorry, indentation error expected as indentation. That will be the thing. It will be displayed as an in the output screen. So if we leave a set of space uh, or a tab, we will be the output will be getting displayed. Okay. Yes. So we need to leave a set of
Ma'am,
space
the
whenever
screen
we
is not
use
visible
the set of.
again. Ma'am,
Yes.
the screen is not visible again.
Abhinaya ma'am. Only for Chitra, right? Only for Chitra, the screen is not visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am, just listen to the words which I am teaching. Okay, just open W3 schools and listen to it. Clear?
What, ma'am?
Just listen, ma. Listen. Yes. So this is the thing which I have taught now. So if we skip the indentation, what will happen? It will throw an indentation error. So we need to leave a set of proper spaces when we use a block of code. That is the thing we have learned now. So uh, and another thing, if we are using with the several conditional statements like if, so if we are leaving one spaces for one print and leaving another leaving two spaces for another set of print in the sense, it will not be acceptable. So if we are leaving one space in the block of code in the sense, we have to use the same one space for each and every code in the block. So then only the program will get executed. So number of spaces is up to you as a programmer. The most common use is 4. It has to be at least 1. So only even for one block of code, we need to use one space. Then only the program will get executed. And also the same number of spaces we have to use for all the blocks of code. Then only the program will get executed. Otherwise, the program will give you an error. So the same number of spaces in the same block of code only we have to use it. So look at this example here. So for this print, I have used a single space, and for this print, I have used multiple spaces, right? Can you able to see this? Can anyone able to see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
So in a block of code, we wanted to use same set of spaces for a code. Okay. If the program is on the same block, we need to use with yeah. So same spaces we need to use it. So
What is mean with block?
this is one block, right? So this is one block. If block is this is one block. Okay, so if the condition is true, this block will get executed. This block will be getting executed. If the condition is false, other than this block will get executed. So a block, this is a one block of statement. Clear? So if I am using the same space in the same block, then the program will get executed. Okay. So in the same block, we need to use the same number of spaces. Hope everyone have understood this code.
Ma'am, I cannot see.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So next one is variable. So what do you mean by variable?
Ma'am, a variable. They
Ma'am,
can
may I
hold
say?
value.
Yeah.
Ma'am, variable is also called as identifiers.
Yeah. Variable is also called as an
Ma'am,
identifier. Okay.
variable
What is
is the place where the
values get stored?
Ma'am, in a computer programming, a variable is a name, storage, or the location where the data holds or a
Data.
value.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely right. So
Can you
variable.
explain why it's a block?
Yeah. So if you wanted to assign a value, we will be using a set of a variable. So variables are created when you assign a value to it. So if you wanted to assign set of values, we will be need some space, right? So that is the space where the variable will hold. Okay, that is called as variable. So here, how many variables I have created? How many variables I have
Ma'am,
created
two
here?
Ma'am, two.
variables.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, X
two.
and Y.
Variables. Yes,
Ma'am, two
very good.
variables.
X and Y. Yeah. So
Ma'am,
5
two
is the
variables
data.
X and Y.
Yeah, yeah. So 5 is a data and hello world is a data. So I need some space to store a data, right? So we will be storing the data in a set of variable in the name called variable. So if I wanted to hold a value called 5, I will be referring a variable called x according to this example. So if I wanted to store a data called hello world, I will be stored in a variable called y. Okay. So as we know that if I wanted to print a set of
I
words
cannot
or
understand
yes.
without seeing the screen.
Chitra, just listen what I'm teaching because you are the only person can't visible. Just listen to it what I'm teaching.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Yes. So if I wanted to print the 5 and hello world, just I will call the variable name x and y. So x is a variable where the 5 value will be stored and y is a variable where the data hello world will get stored. So simply if I print x and y, the data which is stored in x and y variable will be displayed as an output. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So next coming to comments. So can anyone tell me what is the command we will be using for C programming? What is the syntax for commenting a line in C programming?
Ma'am, may I say?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
Ma'am, ma'am, The comment in C are the non-executable statements that provide information and explains within a C program's source code.
Yeah, okay. The same definition applies for all the programming. So, what is the syntax for commenting a line?
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Okay. So, what is the syntax for commenting a line in C programming?
Ma'am, it's hash.
Hash.
Ma'am,
Okay.
can you
Yes,
repeat
very
your
good.
question?
Cache.
What is the syntax we will be using in C programming for commenting a line, a single line?
Scanf.
No. Someone have answered me. For a single line of statement, if I wanted to comment it, what
Hash.
hash?
Ma'am,
Very
double
good.
slash.
No, hash. Hash is the syntax we will be using for commenting a single line. So, what is the commenting syntax for multiple line of codes in C programming? If I wanted to comment multiple line of codes in C programming, what is
Slash
the
star
syntax?
Ma'am, double slash.
double
No.
slash
Double slash.
star.
Ma'am, it would start with a hash and end with a hash.
Yes. Slash star followed by at the end star slash. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Um,
Repeat the
Yes.
pattern
Yes.
again.
Slash star from the beginning of the code and end of the code we need to use star slash. That is the commenting if we wanted to commenting multiple lines of code in C programming.
Ma'am, to add hashtag means we must add it in the beginning of the sentence or the end of the
Be-
sentence, ma'am.
in beginning we wanted to use a slash star. At the end of the sentence we need to use star slash.
Okay,
Ma'am, why is
ma'am.
it
Yeah.
different?
What about hashtag? Beginning or end?
Both.
Both.
Ma'am, both
Okay,
are,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, hash is both are. Bootstrap.
Yes. This is star slash star at the beginning and at the end star slash. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. We move
Yes,
on with
ma'am.
the Python code. Yes, we will move on with the Python code. In Python, if you wanted to comment, we will be using hash for a single line of statement. Can anyone guess multiple line of statement? What is the syntax we will be using for it?
Star slash.
If you wanted to comment multiple line of code,
Ma'am, double slash.
no. Okay, we'll look into it. So according to
Single
this
slash.
example, okay. So according to this example, if the code, everyone keep in mind that, so if a code start with hash, that will be treated as the unreadable set of line or set of statement in the programming side. Okay, so if the programming start with the hash, that will be treated as a commenting statement, that will not be considered as a code, so here hash followed by this is a comment. This means that this will not be readable, this won't get executed, so only the print hello world will get executed. That is why I have got the output as hello world. Clear? Everyone clear?
Yes, ma'am.
The
Yes,
statement
ma'am.
which starts with
Yes,
hash
ma'am.
will not get executed. That will not be readable one. Okay. So we need to start whenever the program or a code start with hash will not get executed, will not be readable. Okay. So this is the syntax for commenting a single line of code. Okay. So can anyone tell me what will be the uh, missing statement here. So insert the missing part of the code below to output hello world. I
Ma'am,
wanted
print.
to,
Ma'am, print.
Ma'am, print.
Print,
yeah.
ma'am.
So if I use print,
Ma'am,
so
your video
I
has
have
been
just,
stuck.
okay. So if I wanted to print, if I use the print here, print keyword in the code, I can able to display the set of words. This is what we have seen so far, right? Yes. So as we
Ma'am,
all
your
know
video
that,
is coming. Ma'am,
so do anyone have doubt till now?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yeah. So we all know that what is the command?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
for which statement we will use slash star slash, ma'am?
In C programming. In C programming. I just wanted to make a difference between the C programming and then the Python programming. So in Python programming, we will be using hash. In C programming, if you wanted to comment the multiple line of code. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. So, so we have seen so far how to comment a single line of code, right? So if we wanted to use multi-line commands in Python programming, we can use hash 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 for each set of line statement. And another thing we can use as triple quotes. So, yes. So
ma'am,
triple
what is
quotes.
mean
So
by code?
this is what triple quote. We can use triple quote for commenting multi-line of codes.
Ma'am, can you say that what is that? I can't see the video.
Triple quotes. Single quote which have to repeat for 3 times. Clear? Do anyone have doubt in
Yes, ma'am.
this? Yes.
Ma'am.
So if you want to comment multi-line of statement, we have to use triple quotes in Python programming, or else we can use hash 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 for each and every line of statement. We can use both the ways. If you wanted to comment a multi-line statement. Yes. So what is the thing we need to insert here
Ma'am,
if we wanted
hash.
to?
Hash. Ma'am, hash. Ma'am,
Yes,
hash.
a hash. Okay. Hash is the right answer if you wanted to comment a single line of statement. Yes, very good. Those who have answered, very good.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, you said the syntax no, ma'am. From the for beginning and for ending the sentence, you have to use the syntax. You said no, ma'am.
Mm.
What is that syntax, ma'am? Can you say one time?
Syntax, which you wanted to know about what is syntax.
Yes, ma'am.
Syntax is nothing but a set of rules. If you wanted to do a set of thing, we need to follow a set of rules, right? So what are all the set of rules we need to follow for that? That is called as a syntax.
Okay, ma'am.
So if I wanted to comment a line, I need to follow a syntax called, if a single line of statement, I need to follow a syntax called, a rule called hash should be in the beginning.
Ma'am, in Python, we have to use hash, ma'am.
Yes, in Python we need to use a hash.
Okay, ma'am.
I'll ask
Ma'am,
another
in
question
CS,
to everyone. I'll ask another question to everyone. Wait.
ma'am, கோபி கொட்டிருச்சு எனக்கு
Wait. One minute.
கோபி கடையிலையா குழந்தைங்கடா
Whether this is the right statement, if I use hash at the end after printing x, is this the right one?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
It is running, right? It is executing it, right? It is executing, right? Whether it is throwing any error here?
No, ma'am.
Yes,
No.
ma'am.
No, right? So I'm just printing the variable x and y here. So I'm commenting here to print the value of x. So you need to keep
Ma'am,
in
I am
mind
getting the
that
error, ma'am.
the
It's coming sometimes.
commenting state. Sorry.
Ma'am, when sometimes the video is coming, ma'am, and it is stuck, ma'am.
For everyone.
No,
For
ma'am.
everyone. Okay. Okay. So you need to
No,
keep
ma'am.
in mind, yeah, you need to keep in mind that we can do the comment after a set of code also. It need not to be the beginning of the statement. We can do it after a set of statement or set of code. This is also the right one. Just I'm commenting, I'm just giving the information about this particular statement, right? To print the value of x, I'm using this print of x. Yes, this is called as a comment. So we can use the comment after the code also. It need not to be, yeah.
Ma'am, open a comment, multi-line statement
Ma'am,
means
voice
we
is
should
being stuck, ma'am.
Sorry.
to
Ma'am,
open
your
a
Whether
voice
everyone
is
have
being audible.
whether everyone have understood this concept or not?
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
We can
ma'am.
move to the next. We can move to
Ma'am,
the next
your
one.
voice is breaking.
We can move on to the next one.
Ma'am, your voice is being breaking, ma'am.
Yes.
Maybe some
Ma'am,
problem.
your voice is being breaking, ma'am.
Hope everyone have understood the concept till now, which I taught now. Yes.
Yes,
Okay. Yeah. So how many variables I have created in this example?
Ma'am, I can't hear you, ma'am.
Variable.
How many variables I have created till now in
Ma'am,
this
one
program?
variable. Ma'am,
How
one
many
variable.
variables? Only one. Na?
Yes, ma'am.
How many
one man,
how many vari
one variable, ma'am.
1, 4, and 3.
two variables? What are the two variables?
Ma'am, x and x.
Ma'am, X.
X is equal to 4, one variable, and another the same variable I have used, and I have stored the different set of data, right? So in the first variable,
We can only
I have stored. Wait, I'll tell. So in the first variable, I have stored the numeric data, that is 4. In the second variable, I have stored the string data, right? String variable, right? So I
Ma'am, can
have
you say
used a
again
set
the
of,
string variable, ma'am?
yes, string. So if we are, this is a string, right? So I have stored a set of word. So if we have used the same variable name with a different data, so in the same block, everyone listen to it. So if we have used the same set of variable and the data is different, the last which is the data stored under X will be displayed as an output. Okay. So again, I'll
Ma'am, this is
repeat
the difference
here in
between
according
X
to,
and Y, ma'am.
sorry.
Ma'am, it is the difference between X and Y, ma'am.
No. The same variable names I have used here, right? So look at the example. The same X and X I have used. Okay. So what the Python program will do is it will get the data will get override. The data will get replaced. So same, if the same variable I have used in the same block of code, the data will get overridden. It will get replaced. Okay. So in the first statement, I have used the numeric data. I have stored a numeric data in X variable, right? So in the same X variable, I have used Sally.
Ma'am,
Okay. So
Ma'am,
if I
so is
use
it
the,
two variables or one variable?
So here I have used one variable with two set of data.
So, ma'am, will it print 4
Yes,
or
ma'am.
5?
Yes, same one variable only. I have stored two set of data. Okay, so if I try to print the variable x, so the output will be the last one which I have stored in the x variable will be the output for this code. Clear?
Ma'am,
Clear?
only at a time we can make only two variables, ma'am.
One.
At a time.
Ma'am, ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, you have to use
What
variable
is meant by
formula, ma'am.
what is the meaning?
I didn't
Ma'am,
understand,
what
ma.
is the
I'll come
meaning
back.
of x is equal to Sally?
No,
Ma'am,
this is also a data. So what I'm conveying
Ma'am,
here is, if,
ma'am,
yeah, tell me.
ma'am, you have to use a variable in Python for printing, ma'am.
No, variable to store a data.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, I want to ask you.
Variable.
Ma'am,
Why
C++
we are
is
going
used
for?
to pair.
Why we are going for a variable? In order to store a data, right?
Ma'am,
So x is a variable, Sally is a data. If I wanted to
ma'am,
store
x
a
is
data,
second.
uh,
Ma'am, my voice is being stuck.
for everyone.
No, I can't hear your voice, ma'am. It is being stuck
Yes, ma'am.
always.
Yes, ma'am.
Now is it clear?
Your voice is clear,
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
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 No, ma'am.
Yes.
No, ma'am.
Just a
No,
minute.
ma'am, it's
Just a
not
minute,
there.
students. Ma'am voice is visible. Please check the internet connectivity from your side, dears.
Ma'am, it is
Okay, ma'am.
correct, ma'am. All.
Excuse me,
Ma'am
ma'am.
voice is audible and
Ma'am,
the
all the
session is
voices
visible.
are correct.
Ma'am, it is sometimes echoing, ma'am. Ma'am, and the video is also not visible, ma'am.
Ma'am, the voice is
Okay,
not visible
till
for
now.
me.
Okay, till